Hello, my name is Alex, and you are watching an Animated Outcast update vlog, part 2. Because the last vlog that I did, I said I was going to do a part 2 for my mental health update, and that was about a month ago. So here we are with the second part of that. So I've been seeing my therapist for, I think, about 2 months now. They've got me on Zoloft. I started out 25 milligrams on the 11th, and on the 7th, I started taking the full 50 because they're 50 milligram tablets, and I was cutting them in half for the first week to kind of ease myself into it. And so far, it's actually doing really well. I've been feeling consistently, not exactly happy, but I've been consistently not as heavily affected by my depression and anxiety. It's not been holding me back the way it used to. It's not preventing me from saying what I want to say, necessarily. Sometimes I still keep my mouth shut because I'm polite. Aeroplane! And on that note, my ADD might actually be getting a little worse now that the real me is coming to the surface. So without the anxiety and depression holding me back, I feel like the true me is coming out more, which is great for me, but not great for the people who I annoy. For instance, my fiance, some days we go out grocery shopping and my brain's going like a million thoughts a second, and I just say whatever's coming to my mind. Sometimes I'll just act goofy and do stupid shit, and then she's like, calm down. And I get flashbacks from when I was a kid and my mom used to tell me to calm down. So that's one, I guess, not so great thing that I actually realized today. I was thinking about a lot of things, and among those things, I was thinking about how, people get annoyed by the real me because I'm kind of fucking obnoxious. And it's great that I can see that and recognize that without going back into my isolation that I was doing to myself for the longest time, since like middle school, maybe even before that. So I definitely feel like I'm making a lot of progress here. And I can't remember exactly everything that I said in the last update video, so I might be repeating some things. At one point, my therapist said that I might have PTSD, which is interesting. I'm assuming that she would consider the traumatic event to be my brother's death, but I feel like the symptoms that match her diagnosis of PTSD have been with me since, when anxiety and depression first started, back in like middle school. So I don't know if I'm fully convinced that I have PTSD, although the symptoms do kind of seem to be there. Oftentimes, and when I would talk about something like my brother's death, I would freak out and I'd end up like bawling my eyes out, and I couldn't talk. You couldn't understand what I was trying to say. Now I can actually say things that I need to say. I can actually talk about my emotions without getting over emotional and without having my emotions take hold of me and just kind of make me into this mess of a thing, just bawling my eyes out. I had said something to my therapist about the ADD, and she gave me a survey and said, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're ADD. I don't know if you're ADHD, but you definitely seem to be ADD. But I feel like I might be ADHD because I get super hyperactive at times. Problem with the survey that she did is that a lot of those questions had to deal with social situations, which, while I was inhibited by my depression and anxiety, I didn't find myself in any kind of social situations, so those questions didn't really apply to me. So, I mean, if you know people with ADHD, you let me know if I fit that criteria based on this video alone, because I feel like this is the first video I've done in a long time, maybe even ever, that I felt fully myself, and I felt that I could actually fully be myself without fear of judgment, fear of all the irrational things that I would have fears of when I would try to do this YouTubing thing, which I thought, oh, this would be a cool idea because I do a lot of video gaming, and let's just try to make that into something, like make it into a hobby. All right, cool. And then I start vlogging, and then I start trying to share stuff about me, but I'm always self-conscious about sharing too much of myself and thinking that people are going to see that I'm weird and they're not going to have any interest in me anymore. But I don't care anymore. Ish. I mean, I still care to an extent. I can't lie to you. I care what you think about me, but I'm not going to let what you think about me affect who I am. I'm not going to apologize for who I am, but I will occasionally apologize for the things that I do and say, because who I am isn't necessarily reflected in the actions that I do or the things that I say. Sometimes I say something just because I think it's funny, not so much that I believe in it. And things can kind of get crisscrossed there. And I'm not entirely sure how I got on this tangent, but I'm gonna stop here because I'm 6 minutes into the video and I don't want to make it too long because it's really freaking warm. And as you can tell, I'm in my car. I don't have the AC on because it would create too much ambient noise. I tried doing a part 2 a little while ago when I finally figured out a way to get my phone in a position in my car so that I could do like a driving vlog, but there's so much ambient noise that I'm just gonna scrap that idea and I'm gonna do this video instead. So in the future, for my channel, things are gonna change. I'm going to become more of myself than I have ever been, and I hope that you'll be along for the journey. I'm gonna get into the gaming videos again. I don't know exactly when, because the weather's been really nice out and I've actually been going out and experiencing the world. Heather and I just took the kayaks out yesterday and I caught 2 nice looking bass. Here's one, here's the other. I promise they're different fish. Even she said, is that the same fish? I think that might be the same fish. It could be, but I don't think it was. She caught 3 bluegill, so technically she won, even if it was the same bass. Oh. Okay, so apparently my car turned the lights off on its own because it's not on. So that's nice. Unless the battery died. Nope, battery's not dead. Battery's still alive. Okay, just checking. I really hope the battery doesn't die. I don't think it will die. Probably won't die. What was I saying? ADD, attention deficit disorder. I often ramble and... So my phone just did a thing where, because I turned on my car, it connected to the Bluetooth and it stopped the recording. So I was talking about ADD. Well, I was mentioning ADD, but I was talking about fishing, which I would like to do more outdoorsy videos again, because I know I've done a few. But whenever I get out kayaking and fishing, especially if I'm out with Heather, I don't want to have a camera in front of my face the whole time. I want to be able to be in the moment and experience that with her. So I might go out on my own one of these weekends when she's at work and do like a little fishing video or a hiking video or something. I don't know yet. But I'm definitely going to get back into the gaming videos. Maybe one of these weekends we'll have a rainy day and I'll just sit and play a video game because I still gotta finish for the flower collectors. I don't know how much there is in that. And I think, I can't remember if I ever finished, what was it called now? Stories Untold? I have to double check on that one. What I'd like to start, hopefully soon, depends on the next time it goes on sale, or maybe I'll just buy it outright if it doesn't go on sale in time. I've been watching a couple of YouTubers play Resident Evil recently, the newest Resident Evil, and I'm really enjoying the playthrough. And it takes me back to when I was a kid, because when I was younger, before I had the skill and the patience and the attention span to play video games for myself, I would watch my brother play them. And a lot of the time it was because, you know, I didn't have the skill for it, I didn't have the patience for it, I didn't know what I was doing, so I would just experience the story of the game through watching him play, especially with the games like Resident Evil, where I was too scared to play it on top of everything else. So games like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, I remember watching him play Metal Gear Solid, I watched him play the Kingdom Hearts games. I remember trying to play a Kingdom Hearts game when I was younger, and I got to a point, I think it was in a mushroom forest somewhere, and I couldn't figure out where I was going, so I just stopped playing. I didn't have the patience to do that back then. But now that I'm older and I actually have some skill to play these video games, I'm going to go back and I'm going to play the Resident Evil games on my own and try to experience those stories for myself for once. And I guess that's something that I kind of want to do in memory of my brother as well. But I tried out a couple of the demos that you can get on Steam for Resident Evil. I think I played 2. I played Resident Evil Revelations. I found a demo on my Switch for Resident Evil 5 and another one for Resident Evil 6 that I tried out. Although I can't stand playing shooting games on a controller anymore. I can't do it. Ever since I started playing PC, any kind of shooting game I can't do on a console or with a controller. I gotta have the mouse and keyboard. I can't do it. I just can't. But in the future, I will be doing Resident Evil. And if you have been watching my channel for a while, you might remember, I don't even know how long ago it was, I actually started a video, or I started the series on Resident Evil Revelations 2. And the reason I went straight to Resident Evil Revelations 2 is because when the games went on sale, that was the cheapest one. I think it was like $2 or something like that. So I started playing that, but then I lost interest in it, I guess. So I went back the other day and actually started playing Resident Evil Revelations 2 again. Apparently it's one of those games where after you finish this first episode, you have to like buy the second episode. So if that goes on sale, I'll probably buy the second episode, or maybe I'll just buy it outright because I think it's like $6 or something like that. So, in summary, mentally, I'm doing pretty good. Not great, I'm not cured, I'm still experiencing the anxiety and the depression. It's just that it has far less control over me now. Gaming videos in the future, eventually, some point, I promise. I'm not gonna stop doing YouTube anytime soon because I really enjoy doing it as a hobby. It's just that I don't have the time to really sit down and do it lately. Although on that note, I forgot to mention, I do have a new video that's gonna be coming up soon. I just gotta upload it, I think. If you have been watching my Wiggles Ballad videos, I think I'm on part 4 now. I just finished trimming it, and I think I saved it as a video. I just gotta double check that. And it should be ready to be uploaded. So that's coming. Actually, I might even put that out before I have this out. So there's enough footage left on the first live stream for one more, so that'll be a part 5. And then I gotta move on to the second live stream that we did the following day. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about right now, my brother, my friend and I, and another friend of ours played Sea of Thieves a week before my brother passed away. We were playing Sea of Thieves and we were live streaming it on Twitch. I don't think anybody actually watched it that weekend, but a week following those live streams, my brother was in an accident and he passed away. So I went on Twitch and I saved the 8+ hours of live stream footage of Sea of Thieves to my computer, and I slowly started going through it. And I just recently got towards the end. I think there's like 40 minutes left that I have to go through, which means that the last episode might be a little longer than 30 minutes. I've been trying to keep them 30 minutes or less to make them a little more watchable. So we've got that. We've got video games that I got to finish, The Flower Collectors, possibly Stories Untold, Untold Stories, whichever one that is. And I'd like to do Resident Evil soon. Maybe even go back and get like Silent Hill. I don't know if I want to play Metal Gear Solid or not. I don't know if that one's going to really be able to hold my interest long enough for me to play it. That's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, feel free to like it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to do that. I'm going to try to get back into doing my channel semi-consistently. If you're looking for consistency, look elsewhere because I don't have it right now. I work full-time and I have a fiance and we're saving up for a house, so there's a lot going on. Feel free to leave me a comment down below to answer any of the questions I may or may not have asked during this video. I can't even remember half the stuff I said already. So, my name is Alex. This has been an Animated Outcast update video, and thank you so much for stopping by and listening to my rambling bullshit.